All right, everyone, we're going to do another inspection. This is another 120. I'll say another 120 because, well, there's a lot of 120s. So there's a lot of 150s here. There's some Hiluxes and there's some other cars from time to time. There's going to be a poo troll up on this hoist soon, within 24 hours. Anyway, let's have a look around. These are the videos you watch so you can get to know whether you've got a Prado, because it's just like this. It's really going to be helpful for any Prado lovers, Hilux Prado type stuff. But any make or model, this is the sort of thing we're looking for, right? So you're looking for leaks, deterioration, dodginess, whatever. In this case, oh, shiny new. That looks great, doesn't it? That's a brand new radiator. Beautiful. This is the one with the new radiator and the cleaned out condenser for the aircon. That's the one in front of it. That's the aircon condenser. He's going to get the car next summer. He's going to go, mate, the aircon's working really well. This is because everything can flow through there again, because the radiator was a bit, how you going, right? Now these tyres, they're a bit feathered, right? Some people say they hate these tyres, these KO2s. Well, lucky you can't buy them anymore, right? But I've got a few sets still. But when you've got suspension or suspension settings that weren't working right at some point in time, I don't know if you can see it, but you kind of got a high one, a low one, a high one. And, you know, once you get wear like that, then you haven't got a lot of rubber making contact, because your tyre around the low spot will be making contact, which means you do have to be careful in the wet, especially because you've got to compromise all-terrain off-road tyre that's really good off-road and okay on the road, because it doesn't really matter on the road, because whatever. But these Dobbinsons must have been in here a while, or this has been across the Simpson with them, because look at that salt corrosion there. Unreal. New drive shafts, I think we did that recently. Might have done new wheel bearings as well recently. I reckon I got wheel bearings and drive shafts at some point. Ball joints here are looking all right, but we'll give those a bit of a check in case there's anything, you know, whatever. There's a spare clip from doing the radiator replacement job, one of those ones that fell down. We'll just get that out of the picture. It's got the old Bushkins on it. These tyres at this side, same sort of thing, and just there's really not much left of them, to be quite honest, so it's time to start. They're good off-road tyres and careful on the road, but they're really low. They're certainly, maybe even if they were picked as roadworthy, they are not the best, right? And look, it's wet at the moment because it is raining, but it doesn't rain in Melbourne anymore. It hasn't rained for like a year or two, other than the odd shower here or there, so you can drive around with ball tyres, because remember, slicks work best. Anyway, that's another story. I'm joking around. I mean, I'm serious, but there's a joking part as well. So, you know, sweat on the bottom of the rack boot, normal. New drive shaft. Suspension's good, even though it's got that corrosion on the bottom. This is some of the oldest monotubes, I reckon. Just looking around. BFE job's done. That's why it all looks nice and clean up there. Nice clean belt and stuff like that. Nice clean water pump. Water pump was leaking on this one, I think. We'll go and have a look at the old water pump in a minute, just to show you what you're looking for on a water pump. Engine mounts look good. Turbo looks good. This is just a bit of, actually, could be a bit of oil, actually. So where's that coming from? Let's have a bit of a look-see. What's going on with that? Yeah, well, we didn't service this car. Now I've got to think about this. Right, is this something that's leaking now? Well, yeah, but, right, so don't say all the wrong things, because we've got a video rolling. I'm showing everyone, but come over here and have a look at this. This isn't us. So I'm going to let him know that either when he's done the oil change, he's spilled a lot of oil, which I'd say that's what's happened by the look of the nice clean aftermarket oil filter, but it's all over the starter motor, and that's not good, because that will upset things in the starter motor in time, and it's all down the side of the block, which is why we're still talking and looking at it going, what's going on, mate? Come and have a look at all this oil. You just get your own load up there and have a look for yourself while I go look around. I mean, we didn't service it, so we didn't wash there, but that's bad. It needs washing, doesn't it? You know, like, we, A, wouldn't spill that oil, and B, if we did, it'd be degrees of city and washing the hell out of it, wouldn't it? And then cool.
Oil on the caps, I thought, he spilt it already.
Yeah. Right, bit of corrosion. This vehicle does get used, by the way. That's why you see the corrosion. The top zip tie of the shock absorber needs to be replaced. So this is the inspection video we'll send to him and let him know he's got some work to do on the DIY service aspect. So more videos, everybody. If you use the genuine oil filters, I've described how to change your oil so that You won't have any oil. Hey, do you have oil mess from oil filters when you do services?
Never.
Me either, right? So everyone, watch the videos. Fuel hose would have been done on this one. Rear pads, about half. So they'll be all right for now. Yeah, tyres, rear tyres are better than the front, so certainly due for a rotate and balance. Yeah, these ones are looking much better than the front ones. Probably should have been done sooner. Maybe it's time for a couple of tyres. Oh, this is, hang on, we've got a bit of a mix and match. Hang on. No, here we go. We got the old K. This is an old KO. And here's the KO2. And what's on the spare? Yeah, there's the other KO2. So he's getting a bit of use out of the old KO because, you know, you can't get those anymore either. Anyway, I'm going to aim for about 10 minutes again. Bit of waffle. But, look, wires hanging around a bit. I don't sort of do that. I need everything neat and secured and clean. So there's a bit of, as far as I'm concerned, there's a bit of, you know, this is just sort of just hanging there. That's all right. But if I, you know, I go somewhere that could get caught up on something. Down the tracks I go, there's sticks everywhere and whatever. Even if you're touring, quite often you go on down tracks where there's sticks and things. And you've seen, if you watch my other YouTube channel, 4Bit for Adventures, you can see the things that can happen out on the tracks. Hey, let me know in the comments. Are you on 4Bit for Adventures or are you just on 4Bit for Diesel? All right, I'm just having a knock around. I'm just looking for something different as well. I mean, you know, we can go and check the lower control arm bushes, you know, but it gets boring because we know already they're going to be cracked or they're not. These ones are looking pretty good. So we won't waste too much. This little crack at the, see the left side there? Not bad. They're all right. It's looking pretty good overall. Rough old 120, but you know, it's getting some love, so it'll just go forever. There are all these plastic things there. They're a bit of a pain, so you do need to get some wire, tie wire like this, and tie them up and tie them all back. Same thing over this side, right? I was admiring the wire job, hooking the plastic under the washer all around there onto there. It's not bad. I recently had the zip ties that I had holding my plastic of 3 or 4 years on the Hilux that was holding it here back to there. They broke and it was hitting the tyre when I was doing 100, 110, so I had to slow down a bit till we got back to base. And anyway, redone it all now, so good for another few years, I guess. Carry some spare zip tyres. Nothing to see here. Yeah, let's check the upper control arm ball joints for a bit of play. So we'll swing off those and we'll get a screwdriver under the lower ball joint. I think we did the arms on this, or they must have been done at some time. I can't remember. Do you remember changing the lower arms on these? Maybe not, because they look pretty old and flogged. Maybe the bushes got done or something, because they're pretty good, I think.
No, they're old.
I wonder if this pan's been off. Well, surely it would have been. Yeah, it's all cracked at the side there. 100% it would have been. That's a cork gasket, so it's been off at some point. Mine hasn't on my 120. It's only done 470-something thousand Ks. And it runs beautiful. That screw there on the clamp could possibly be a little bit tighter, but not a big deal. I normally close them all the way up, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, look, there's nothing to see. We'll go put the gloves on there, have a feel around. If we find anything exciting other than a zip tie missing here, they do just see how thin they are. So buy some nice thick quality ones. Yeah, they should supply some nice thick quality ones. But look, you don't need to worry about the one on the bottom. Just let all the dust and dirt and mud and everything drain out. I'm not worried about that. It's just the top one because it's going to help protect that shaft from dirt, debris and a bit of rock spray and stuff like that. See how nice and shiny it is? That's how you want to keep it. They are tough and the seals are even better. So when they get damaged, the seals still don't leak. Trust me, been there, done that, tested those. But yeah, it's good to protect them if you can. We're back to the back again. It's getting boring. I'm just here to have a talk now. So we'll catch you in the next video unless we find something else on this one. See ya. Let's check these ball joints, right? So I just want to go in here. I want to push. Basically, I'm going to push on this screwdriver downwards and push the ball joint down to see if there's any play in here, right? So I'll try and hold the camera still. Oh, there is a little bit. See that? So that bit of movement, everybody? So there is a little bit. Far out. Bloody water dripping on my face. How am I meant to do camera work? I have a feel and have a look at that for yourself, see? You don't have to push it hard. Let it up and down just softly. Because there's no pressure on it. That's why you can just go, see that movement? You go to the other side, take the screwdriver. Show everyone this side. Underneath the steel at the bottom there. That's it, like that. So you can just go. See, it's not moving, that one. See, no movement. Nothing there, right? So that's how they're meant to be. No play. This one, he's got to, and you can't buy the ball joints separately, is what I was told. I don't know if it's true or not. I can check again. I'm talking genuine. Genuine's what's lasted this long. Aftermarket stuff, I don't really change them every 50,000. You can change them. You can buy aftermarket separately, absolutely. Each to their own what you want to do. Problematic. Every service, that's what you need to do, people. And then the next one is, you can do this for the video too. You hung off them, did you? Grab the upper control arms. I'm not getting my hands dirty, mate. I mean, look at these splits I've got to deal with. I've got blood coming out there, man. I don't want to really be touching anything. That's why I'm on holidays now. Hey, everyone, we're closed. This is on holidays. Go on, reach up and grab that arm. Can you reach it?
Can't, that's a problem.
All right, you just check it, and we'll tell everyone if it's a problem like it was that ball joint there. All right, catch it. We better have a look at this. I mean, look at all the oil, right? It's a bit wet there as well, but it's very wet in the oil filter area, as you can see. So we can't really tell what's going on. But what I can tell you, that could have just splashed up, but none of that oil, I don't want to see any of that oil there. After a service, everybody, you need to clean all that up properly. There cannot be any oil around. We don't know if there's a leak or not, and then it's a time waster. Doesn't matter if you did it or I did it, who did it, it needs to be spotlessly clean. Any injector work, fuel, oil, anything, clean it. Thank you.